Hey guys, my name is Jake.
And I'm Alan.
And together we should be gifting.
Gifting.
Golfing, gifting. Tis the season.
Tis the season.
Hey, we are in the holiday season firmly. Thanksgiving is quickly approaching, which means Black Friday, which means Small Business Saturday, which means spend all your money.
Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday.
And then Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
So here at WSBG headquarters, we decided to put together a list of our favorite things, some of the things that we're seeing that are on sale, and also communicate to you some of the special discounts and offers that we have from some of the companies we've been able to partner with.
Yeah.
And that would only be possible because of you guys hitting that subscribe button. We have nearly almost 500 subscribers. We're quickly gaining on it, and it's all because of those of you who have watched us and clicked that subscribe button. Either way, hit that subscribe button, helps us out greatly. We've got the Butler Cabin Yule log on behind us,
That's great.
just for the cozy feelings, and we're gonna jump into our list of things you should and a couple that you should not buy. Okay, so this is how this is gonna go. We are going to screen record our screen, doing a little bit of shopping here. This is our general gift guide. So if you're here and you're a wife that is wondering what the hell to buy her husband for,
Or a husband, what the hell you should buy your wife.
correct,
actually.
yeah. I mean, there's so many different golfers, whatever. This will kind of help guide you in the right direction. They'll have, some in the lower price range, some in the middle price range, and then we'll talk about some of the ultimate dream gifts if you are a big baller. It'll just help you kind of make decisions for making this Christmas or just looking to upgrade your own setup with some of these sales the best way possible.
Or even down the road, if you're looking at a birthday gift or a Father's Day gift, most of these things we're going to talk about are going to hold true year round, quite honestly.
Correct. We'll hop in. The first one we want to call to your attention is going to be with Carl's Place. We built our simulator setup through collaboration with Carl's Place and all of their tools. Super easy to set up and kind of dream about your setup on their website with their custom enclosure build tool. And they are offering an incredible deal.
Yeah.
It is actually 25% off all of your accessories and everything with the purchase of your enclosure. So if you've been watching our channel for a while, kind of kicking around the idea of actually building your simulator finally, this might be the time to do it. They're gonna throw 25% off all of those accessories. Those accessories are going to include things like your foam insert kits, your pipe framing kits, but it also includes things like golf club holders. They have simulator curtains, and we've done that our own way, but if you're looking for a more custom, just ready to go instead of kind of trying to jimmy rig something, Carl's Place will offer that. They have portable power banks. They also have their hot shot hitting mat system, which is incredibly easy to just drop into your system. So again, 25% off all of those Carl's Place brand accessories with the purchase of your enclosure. The code for that is gonna be SIMSEASON 2024. So SIMSZN 2024. We'll throw that right here on the screen as well as in the description of the video. That sale is going to run until December 2nd of 2024. So if you're watching this now, make sure that you do make any final purchases by that December 2nd. We're gonna throw the link in the description, so click all our links. They'll all be linked down below. It does help the channel when you do click that link, so just be aware of that. We're here to help you, but it also helps us if you use our links, so friendly disclaimer and suggestion there for that. But check out Carl's Place if that's something you're thinking about doing. I wanted to get that one right out of the way in the beginning. Before we hop into some of our must purchases, we want to kind of discuss an awkward topic, I guess like an elephant in the room. As the resident golf guy in my family, or I guess the junior resident golf guy, he's the senior resident golf guy.
Senior?
Well, call it what it is.
Experience.
Yeah, experience, okay, seasoned.
Seasoned, I like that. Yeah, there we go.
As the junior golf resident in our family, I've been on the receiving end of many, let's just say, thoughtful, but maybe not as useful golf
Or thought
gifts.
through.
Yeah, or thought through. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the nature of golf. We are very particular, maybe you're not, but I know I am, very particular about the equipment that I want to use out on the course, the gear that I want to wear or have on my bag. And oftentimes when buying gifts, and again, hear this through a lens of we want to help you, buying gifts is tough. It is kind of an act of love. The best way to complete that act of love is to actually ensure that the person's going to use what you're going to give them.
Because if you're thinking about buying somebody something for golf, that must mean that they're into it enough,
right,
or that they play enough, that they probably take it seriously.
Correct.
So don't, getting them something that you think might just be fun. What do people do when they get a gift that they give you a big smile? Oh, it's great. but they really don't want it.
We
you know what I mean? They're trying to be nice. Let's save you that pain.
Yeah, everybody has received a gift like that.
Yeah,
and
a tie.
Yeah, well, ties are great. You work at a bank. I mean, it is what it is. You have to wear one. Sure. But the point is, we've all been on the receiving end of that gift. We've also all been on the receiving end. You have that one gift in your head that somebody got you and it lit you up.
Yeah.
And if you're going to spend the money, let's get something that's going to light the person up rather than kind of make them put into a position where they have to fake it till they make it, right?
Right. Or ask you if you have the receipt.
Exactly. Yeah. Or just guess where you bought it and try and take it back
Exactly.
for a gift card on the clearance price.
Yeah.
So we do have a couple things we're going to show you. First of all, I've seen this one a couple times. And I put Alan in charge of finding a bunch of these, and he did a fantastic job. The toilet golf game, practice mini golf in any restroom or bathroom. This is a classic.
It's the top of the worst, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is a classic one. You go to TJ Maxx and you see it because it's sitting there and it's about $15, and it's hilarious, and it sits in a closet, never taken out of a box unless
Clearly,
you're a psychopath.
if you have enough time to actually set this up, utilize it, and do what it's intended for, you probably should seek medical attention.
Yeah, we have another conversation.
Yeah.
You might be wanting to buy some Imodium or whatever.
Something.
Yeah. I'm a get in and get out kind of guy in the bathroom. I know
Take
he
care
is.
of business. Yeah.
I'm guessing he is as well. I don't know that.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that anymore.
But the point is, it's funny, it's hilarious, haha funny, but not a great gift
Now, if you're
idea.
doing like a gag gift or like a white elephant gift at the office,
fantastic.
there you go.
Fantastic.
Don't give to somebody who you actually care about.
And if they set it up in your office bathroom, I would use extra hand sanitizer because that is disgusting. Disgusting. A second one that's oftentimes seen are custom golf balls. Now, there are levels to custom golf balls. You can go on tailormade.com and Titleist.com or fill in the reputable ball manufacturer here.com and order custom golf balls. They are really actually a thoughtful gift if you know the kind of golf ball that your golfer in your life actually uses. And that's the key. One here, right? Happy birthday golf balls. Now, you wouldn't buy a happy birthday golf ball for a Christmas gift, but the point remains, if you're buying a golf ball off of Amazon, West Mom Works, that's not a golf ball that any golfer is going to use. If you're a wife that is resourceful, or a husband that doesn't golf but your wife does, go to the garage or wherever your golfer in your life's bag is stored and just kind of take a peek at the balls that they have.
The ball that's in the new sleeve that hasn't been used yet,
Yes.
or go to their, like if I wanted to know what somebody that I wanted to buy a golf ball, I would go to somebody they play golf with. Hey, what kind of ball does Jake use? What kind of ball does Alan use?
Right.
That's the way to do it.
If your loved one that golfs with somebody that you also know, the first resource is going to be their golfing
Definitely.
pal. Hit them up, text, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you do, and ask them, hey, what golf ball does my husband use? And they're going to know 100 times out of 100. If you don't know anybody that they golf, if you don't know how to get into a golf bag and look at the golf balls, you cannot go wrong by buying something by TaylorMade, Titleist, Callaway, or even Bridgestone.
Yeah.
If we want to go even further down the budget list, MaxFly is also a great option.
Yeah.
That's sold at Dick's Sporting Goods and dicksportinggoods.com. There's a whole bunch of stuff. We will link in our description to a couple of just generic dozen golf balls in the $30 to $50 range that if you have a golfer in your life and you're looking for something that's budget conscious, golf balls are the easiest slam dunk, like no-brainer decision you can do. Just make sure that you pick some that are actually going to get used.
And as a quick note, it's not $30 to $50 per ball.
No. Per dozen.
Per dozen.
If you want to take it a step further and you're getting ahead, you can do a custom order of golf balls. So say you have identified your husband's golfing partner and asked him, hey, what golf ball? And it's a Titleist Pro V1 or Pro V1X. You can go to Titleist.com and custom order those golf balls with their favorite number on them, because each golf ball is numbered so you can identify it. My number is 17. That's my lucky number. Play it in roulette every time I play roulette. I know for a fact that if I was given a dozen golf balls that had the 17 on it, I would be completely floored. It would be an awesome gift, and I would do everything I could not to lose those golf balls, even though it's inevitable. Okay, starting out with some gifts in the lower end of the price range. So this would be your stocking stuffer type of thing, or just a quick gift for somebody that golfs. One thing that I personally can't have enough of is golf towels.
Yeah.
This is something that's really easy to go off the rails with and buy something that's either going to get destroyed or be a little kitschy or what have you. Real no-brainer. This one is on sale right now, $13.45 on Amazon. Again, links will all be in the description. This one's called Mile High Life Pro Tour Caddy Towel. Don't know about the Mile High part. I cannot speak to that, but this is virtually identical to the towels that I use, and honestly, I love them. So a couple things to look out for when you're buying towels. Number one, it's generally in golf circles, I guess frowned upon to have, at least in my opinion, a golf towel with a grommet on it. So it kind of, I don't know.
Like a steel ring.
Yeah, it's got like a little bit of a, I don't know,
tacky
vibe to it.
Yeah.
And again, this is personal preference. A lot of this is, but this is my opinion, and
he's right.
Okay.
He's absolutely right.
So Alan agrees with me. So our opinion is golf towels with a ring.
But guess what? When it's time to wash it, there's no ring on it too.
Exactly.
It's easier to take care of.
You know, you're trying to dry it or whatever. If you're drying it, it's going to clink around. It just doesn't work out. So this one, pretty identical to the one I use. Not exactly, but pretty identical. Looking for the budget-minded version here. I actually have my towel looped through the handle of my bag, and then I take one end of it during the summer and get it wet, so I can actually use some water and some friction from the towel to wipe the dirt off my club and out of the grooves, and then I'll use the dry side to actually dry it off and make it ready for the next shot.
Yeah, and for those of you, the towel's actually not for you.
No, not for me.
It's not for the golfer as much as it's for the clubs. To clean the clubs off, to dry the clubs, and especially if you golf in an environment like we're here in Oregon, it's an absolute necessity.
Yes.
Because you're getting muddy, it's getting wet, and it's actually one of the most valuable accessories.
100%.
100%.
If you're wondering about colors and sizes, I would get the biggest one they have here, the 17 by 40. And then something to keep in mind as well, if you have, if your golfer in your life has a pink bag, there's a pink towel here. So if they want to be matchy-matchy, you can do that. And that would show an extra layer of thoughtfulness. Like, hey, I thought through what your whole setup looks like.
Yeah. And I'd say the hole in the middle too, I've actually seen a lot of golfers who put it over when it's raining.
Yeah.
So because since it's over one of the clubs, you just like flip it up and flip it up to cover the bag so that the rain doesn't go down the side of your bag.
Exactly.
So it's actually really functional for that way too.
The benefit of having a bigger towel.
Yeah,
for sure.
Bigger towel and a hole in the center is actually, that's the one that he's showing you right there.
Okay, second one on the cheaper end of the scale here is going to be a golf glove. Now, this definitely falls into the realm of either go into your golfer's bag and see what glove that they use, or ask the golf buddy and see if they know which glove that they use. But if they have a dusty old crinkled glove that looks like it's from the last time Tiger Woods won the US Open in 2008, it might be time for an upgrade. And may I suggest none further than the Titleist Players Glove.
Yes.
It is the best glove, also one of the most high-end gloves out there at $27-ish, $26. We're linking to Amazon, but if you're local to a Golf Galaxy, a Dick's, a PGA Superstore, a Roger Dunn, or whatever other golf store you have locally to you.
Shields.
Shields, we love Shields.
We love Shields.
So awesome. You can also purchase that stuff at those stores as well. But one thing with the Titleist gloves, they're super soft, they're super durable, and they have a fairly good, at least hold up to wear and use for me. I love them. I can get probably 20, 25 rounds out of them. I'm a diva and a snob, so as soon as I get a hole or it starts to get a little tough or crinkly, I'm getting a new one, but they are bulletproof and they will hold up for many, many rounds of sweaty hands and dust, dirt, what have you. Another thing that I will mention as well, if you're a Costco member, the Costco Kirkland
The Kirkland
gloves.
brand, yeah.
They are fantastic. In fact, during golf season, I will use the Kirkland ones in the simulator because I don't want to wear my Titleist ones that I'd use out on the course.
Right.
But they are very suitable alternatives.
And they're very durable as well.
Very durable.
The Titleist one, your golfer's going to look good when he's out on the course. Or she.
But if you have, more of a budget-minded, or your husband or golfer doesn't care about what it looks like or anything like that, the Kirkland gloves are fantastic. But you get 3 for like what, $18?
Yeah, 3 for I think it's $19.
Yeah, so we'll throw that out there as another alternative if you're going to Costco to pick up a pumpkin pie or whatever and want to throw that in there and open the package and put them in the stocking as a stocking stuffer.
That's a great idea.
Nobody would be upset. I'd be pumped about that.
Yep.
But for a higher end glove, something more thoughtful, the Titleist Players men's golf glove, or women's golf glove for that matter too, super effective and affordable.
Very much. All right, guys, the next gift is one that I'm really, really fond of. I've had one on my bag and I've used it literally for years, and that is a golf accessory bag. So it's a little bag that you clip on a little zipper bag that you clip on your golf bag, and it's a place to put your wallet, put your phone, put your cash, anything extra, extra golf ball markers for when you're on the green, a divot tool, all those little things that you would normally carry in your pockets to get kind of bulky. It's really, really, I can't tell you how much I've used it. It's fantastic because when you drop your phone or your wallet or something down inside one of the zipper pockets on your golf bag, it's kind of hard to find sometimes. You can't remember which bag it's in or which zipper pocket it's in. So I definitely recommend that, and Jake's going to show you the one that we recommend.
Yeah, so this one right here, Titleist Travel Gear Professional Zipper Bag. Super functional. It's got a clip, so I know we said no clips on towels, but for something like this that's going to stay affixed to the bag, super functional, because most golf bags have a place where you can clip extra stuff on there. This one's going to be super nice, lined really well. Anything Titleist is going to be really professional and well done and going to last for quite a while. So super, again, cheap and affordable, 35 bucks, relatively affordable on the golfer gift end of the spectrum. Something that is super thoughtful and could
it's can't lose.
Yeah, can't lose situation.
No golfer will not want this.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
And I'll add too, there's so many different options. This is just one that we picked out of the list. If your golfer has a favorite sports team, like we Oregon Ducks, I guarantee you can find an Oregon Ducks version of this. A couple brands that we like as well that won't be on Amazon necessarily, but you can find elsewhere that make stuff like this would be Seamus Golf, Jones Golf. A couple different brands there that we couldn't recommend more, and they also make head covers and anything else. Just make sure again that you're matching it to some of the things that your golfer already has, or if you're planning to buy a new bag for them, which would be a great idea as well. Make sure that you match any accessories you buy to that new bag so they don't have a blue bag and a pink pouch and a yellow head cover and a green this, unless they are going for the rainbow look, which could be for you. It's not for me. I like monochrome, tone, professional, because I golf for work a lot. But okay, so on the more, getting towards the more expensive side, I want to talk about a couple of apparel items that I really, really like. If my wife wrapped something up for me from a couple of these brands, I would be thrilled. But number one, anything Peter Millar. So absolutely love Peter Millar. You can rank golf polos a lot like you can rank cars. So, your everyday solid car would be a Nike polo, Adidas polo, all that stuff. Cannot go wrong. I drive a Ford F-150, love the thing. It's absolutely awesome. I want to drive it until it dies, which hopefully is 20 years from now. Absolutely nothing wrong with anything like that. So if you are looking for a good gift idea, simple Nike golf polo or something from a Dick's Sporting Goods or Amazon, we'll link a couple in the description below. But if you really want to take the next step up and get something special, something that you could be proud wearing not only on the course but also at the office or to a birthday party or a nice dinner out, Peter Millar is the ultimate standard in golf polos.
For sure.
I'll tell you, their polos have this really nice stretchy material. They're oftentimes really understated. You can find them at Nordstrom, Nordstrom.com, PeterMillar.com as well. They don't go on sale all that often, so just be mindful that you are going to pay about $100 or so, give or take, depending on the print and everything else.
But it'll last.
But it's
the quality's incredible.
Yeah, I've had a couple Peter Millar golf polos for 2-3 years, worn them 70, 80 times, and they still look.
And I think that's a gift that a golfer may not be apt to buy for themselves.
Correct.
Because of the cost. Yep. And that's always a nice gift to give to somebody that they wouldn't normally buy for themselves. Same with the quarter zip, I think, even too.
Yeah, we're going to get into quarter zip in a second because I have a favorite one that I'm going to tell you about. I might be wearing it right now. Just a couple things to think of with Peter Millar. Their general summer comfort or regular line is going to run fairly true to size. I'm an XL in Nike, but I do wear large in Peter Millar because I think their polos, specifically the Summer Comfort and regular Peter Millar label, do run a little bit big. Their outerwear, their quarter zips or stuff like that is gonna run more true to size. So I'm an XL in a quarter zip or one of their performance hoodies. I'm a large in their polo. But if you're looking into the Crown Crafted line, which has just a little bit different of a look, also a different cut. So that large in a Crown Crafted turns into an XL for me. And even then, the XL is still a little big in the Crown Crafted, but a large in the Crown Crafted is actually too small.
Yeah.
So depending on the build of your golfer, definitely need to be mindful of sizes. Keep the receipt, because something like a Polo, especially if you buy it online, pretty easy to swap out a size, and that's fairly straightforward. But can't go wrong with anything Peter Millar. Specifically a Polo though, there's a couple options, nice prints, something springy, because they're going to want to wear it once the Masters comes around and they're going to the golf course for the first time, and once the weather gets nicer, especially if you live somewhere where a golf simulator is necessary. But if you're in the desert, you could be wearing Polos right now, and we're infinitely jealous of you. And if this wasn't a family-friendly channel, we'd have something to communicate to you right now.
And I think in the way of Polos too, I mean, try to get something, would be my opinion, especially if it's going to be just a one-off, something that they can wear not only golfing, but like Jake said, out to dinner or out to a nice place, to a birthday party.
Yeah,
so maybe not something with pink flamingos all over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely keep it, more neutral for this one, especially if it's their first really nice Polo. Something with a nice stripe and maybe a white or a darker color with a red stripe or something like that they can wear with, multiple pants or whatever. We're getting into fashion now. I think we can end this conversation.
The wives that are listening,
yeah.
You get us.
Yeah, you get us, the husbands or whatever. Yeah, forget it. We'll transition to quarter zips now, something that I'm very passionate about. I have spent so much time.
We're both wearing ones.
Yes, I have spent so much time looking for the perfect quarter zip. And upon happy accident, the golf club that I'm a part of, their pro shop gets me every time. They get me every time. In fact, one of the pros that works there, Jordan, every time he sees me, I've got a bag coming out, and I have to somehow find a way to sneak it in from the house to not have the wife find out, so I actually have the wife still. But I'm just kidding. Alexis is glorious. She loves me.
She wants him to look good.
She wants me to look good. But the straight down, this is actually the Optic quarter zip, and I will link this one because I'm so enthusiastic about it. It's directly on their website. If you can buy in the next little bit, they have an actual great Black Friday sale where you buy more than one, you start to get % off. These ones are not cheap, $118. But I'm telling you right now, you can't feel the fabric, but the fabric is awesome. It's this waffle weave material. Not a quarter zip that you're gonna wear on a summer morning because it's gonna be still a little hot. But if you're gonna golf in the shoulder season, so fall or spring, or for me, I wear these around the house. I wear them to work. I wear them fairly everywhere. They can be dressed up to go to a nice event. They can be dressed down to wear with a pair of sweats and going to the gym. One of the most glorious.
Versatile, very versatile.
Yeah, most glorious is the way I'll put it. Quarter zips that I've ever found.
And keep in mind, when he says $118 for a quarter zip, I think some people might go, think of it like shoes. You spend the right money on shoes because they're gonna last and they're quality and something that you're gonna really appreciate. Believe it or not, for a golfer, a quarter zip is that item.
Correct, yeah, because we wanna be able to still swing with it.
Yes.
It's gotta have the right cut to be able to make your swing with your driver and your wedge and everything else. These straight down ones, I cannot recommend them anymore. Mine actually has my club logo on the side of it because I bought it from the country club, but the Optic quarter zip straight down is great. Peter Millar also has some great ones. This is also a good time to say if your loved one is a member at a club or plays at a club frequently, a lot of times you can go into that pro shop and the guy working the pro shop might know your golfer, might maybe see what they've been looking at, or more than that, may have the golf balls that you want to buy. Not that Amazon's a poor place to buy golf balls or Dick's or whatever, but in the shoulder season, at least in Oregon, I know that if you go shopping at a smaller pro shop at a course that isn't frequented during the winter, you're helping keep that place in business. And I would just give a huge plug to going to the pro shop where your golfer plays golf most often and supporting them. Even if it's buying, a hat with the logo on it to give your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, or just buying golf balls from there. They're going to be the same price anywhere.
Yeah, golf balls are pretty fixed price.
Yeah, fixed pricing on golf balls. So going there and buying them there is super going to help them, especially if you are in a place where golf is not as popular during the winter.
Absolutely.
But something like this quarter zip, I hope my wife for Christmas goes to our pro shop and buys
She'll
me a
watch
couple
this.
things.
She's gonna watch this, right?
She's gonna watch this. So
this.
hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Okay, final thing on kind of the mid-range apparel-y gifts here is going to be a nice rain jacket and rain pants. So if you've got a hardcore golfer in your life that is actually going out and golfing, in the weather, the winter months, or I should say, or if you live in a climate where it rains, during the spring and summer, and they're out there and it could just flash flood like a Florida or an Arizona, a good golf jacket is going to be crucial. There are so many directions you can take this, from budget to to style, to everything else. So this is on the more risky side of gift giving, but if you show some thought and just say, hey, if this size or color doesn't work out, keep the receipt, we can exchange it. Again, it's just the thoughtfulness that counts with this, and it's gonna go over a hell of a lot better than a toilet potty golf thing.
Yeah, and if you look at like what your husband wears or your wife wears on a day-to-day basis, if they wear like a Columbia jacket or something, kind of modeled after that, color-wise, look-wise, and I think you'll do okay.
So, as people that are resident experts in golfing in rain, because we live in Oregon, we have done some trial and error with rain gear. I go on a abandon trip every spring now, so I've been there, done that with some of these rain gear, and I will just cut through all of it and show you the set that I've settled on. It's from the brand Sunice or Sunis, or I'm not sure how to say it, but right here, we'll link it in the description. I'll show you right now, actually. It's really a great brand. Now, with price, or with sizing, I should say, it's personal preference. So with rain gear, it's already gonna feel a little restrictive for your golfer. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable. I know I already have that in my head, but with this specific jacket, I sized up a size.
Give a little bit more room.
Yeah, a little bit more room, but again, it's personal. So expect maybe an exchange here to be taking place if your golfer doesn't like the fit or whatever. But from a fabric material standpoint, from a cut and comfortability standpoint, there is no finer, no better that I've tried on than Sunice. You can certainly go Galvin Green, which is another brand that's nice and high end, or Kazoo, or whatever brand you want to fill in the blank for. But for my money and everything else, this is the best jacket, and then I'll show you the matching pair of pants, or I'll just link them down there below. Really important to, in my opinion, have the matching set, because a lot of times they have the same ways to adjust and everything like that, and get confusing if you've got a pair of Nike pants on and a different jacket. You don't know where the Velcro goes and all that. It also just looks better.
Yeah, it just looks better to match.
Look good, play good, feel good, come back from your rainy round of golf not as miserable as you would have been, I guess is what I would say. So definitely more risky, but if you know that your husband or golfer, wife or whatever is asking for a rain gear, we'll point you in this direction. Think it's a good direction to go for sure.
It is, because if they're asking for rain gear, then they're pretty serious golfers.
Yeah.
Right, so you definitely want to go with the right brand and get something that's quality, that's going to last.
Yeah, I will preface all of this by saying, my tastes are on the mid to higher end. That's not to say that it can't be done and still be done effectively on a lower end than this. Yeah. But I like to pride myself on having the best piece of gear for the least amount of money that I can spend to get that quality.
Right.
So, I would, if I was buying a new car, I'd probably fall more into the Lexus brand than I would, Mercedes or BMW.
Yeah.
Because I think you're getting a better car with the Lexus, but you're maybe not getting as much flash as you would with the Mercedes or the BMW.
And with this is functionality.
Yeah, and this is all about, am I going to be dry or not? And having some of the features like this one with, more of the Gore-Tex style fabric and everything else that I know is going to hold up in the elements, because I've actually personally used them in those elements, definitely worth it, rather than gambling on a cheaper one and then getting out there and on hole 10 being soaking wet and miserable, and then you just wasted the cost that you had sunk into the round as well as everything else. It's not a good scene. So if there was anything that I would recommend spending a little bit more money than you're comfortable on, it's rain gear.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna transition out of apparel talk and kind of go into more of the practical gifts. We'll talk about some training aids here in a second, but one suggestion for you would be when you go into your local pro shop to buy those golf balls or to buy the gloves or the hats that we told you and kind of encourage you to go and support them, lessons are a super, super, super awesome gift.
Yes, sir.
Something that no golfer really wants to spend money on, because it's kind of admitting defeat that maybe I don't have it figured out.
But they really want them.
But they really want them.
Yeah.
They want permission to spend the money, but it's just there's some pride for some golfers. It couldn't be me or him.
No.
Because I pay for lessons all the time. I do actually buy a couple a year.
Yeah.
But for certain people, it's hard. So gently guide them in the right direction towards.
You're not trying to say they're not good and that they need those lessons.
Yeah. A good way to say it is, babe, I want you to make money playing golf. And the only way you're going to do that is if you get as good as Bryson DeChambeau and Jordan Spieth and Tiger Woods, and those guys all had coaches.
Or
and pros.
when you go out and play with your buddies, don't you want to kick their butt?
Yeah, don't you want to win some money off of them?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to win their NAS out. If you say the word NAS out to your
and they know what
golfer,
it means?
No, and you say that and you say that to your golfer, they're going to look at you and be like, who have you been watching? And you can tell them WSBG.
Yeah, and they can subscribe.
Yeah, and then they can click all the links and everything's great.
Yeah.
The point is, Lessons are great. So first point of contact is going to be that local pro shop, the golf course that they play most, closest to your house or whatever. Super awesome. They sometimes even run packages because it is slow season for most golf courses, at least in the winter. So definitely look there. But if they've already got lessons handled and they're looking, you're looking to just get them something that they can use to practice, or you have a golf simulator, or they have a golf simulator and you're watching us for gift ideas, we'll suggest a couple of training aids. Now we do have a video on this. We'll link, we'll put that up here actually right now if you want to get more in detail with them, but we'll put links in the description below for the couple that we like. First is going to be Lag Shot. So Lag Shot's an awesome product. It actually teaches tempo, teaches how to square up the club face, a lot of things like that. Again, if you want more in-depth breakdown of what these things do and how they help, click that video, watch it, fast forward through it, watch the parts that you want. Another one's gonna be anything from Y Golf. So Y Golf has a bunch of great ones. I know I really wanna get the pressure plate, which helps with weight shifting and all of those things that I know I need to work on to create more power, specifically in my drive, but also in my longer irons. The one that I use the most are the padded alignment rods and disc set. That's gonna be in the $125 to $150 range off the top of my head, so it's a solid gift, but it's gonna really quickly help your golfer improve. It's helped me immeasurably. It's dropped my handicap probably 2 strokes in the last 12 months just using it. Actually, I've only had it for 6 months. So the last 6 months, it's dropped my handicap 2 strokes, which is incredible. And it's gonna work on so many different things. We'll put the link in the description for that one as well.
Yeah, and that's another gift that isn't that you're trying to tell them that they need to get better, they need to practice, but anybody who takes this game even remotely seriously will appreciate that gift.
Yeah, it's just drills and skill building and learning, and the winter is the perfect time to do that. So click those links, check it out. That could be an option if you're really scratching your head for what to get the golfer that has everything. They probably don't have those training aids, so give it a try. We're starting to get towards the higher end. You want to hit a grand slam, hole-in-one gift, whatever you
hole-in-one seems more appropriate.
Yeah,
right?
whatever sports analogy you want to use here, you want to knock it out of the park, okay? With a gift. A lot of people go straight for what club can I buy? I want to preface this and kind of underscore it with, this is a great thought, and there is no golfer in the world that would ever turn down the idea of having somebody hand them for a gift a brand new driver or iron set or wedge set or putter or whatever, fill in the blank. Clubs are so specific to the individual.
Very personal.
It's a very personal thing. There's a couple factors. Number one, anybody, including us, will tell you that the most important thing you can do is get fit. Clubs have different types, different uses, different features that may or may not accent a swing flaw or make a swing flaw worse. If you have a golfer that swings the club 130 miles an hour and you get them a regular driver shaft, they're going to hit the biggest banana slice off the face of the planet, and you're going to have to buy them a whole lot more golf balls than just the dozen we've told you to buy.
And clubs are very specific to people's skill level too.
Right.
And I'm a good example of that, being a little bit older, not quite as flexible. I had to get some graphite shafts, and I literally added 20 yards to every single one of my shots by getting a more flexible shaft.
And how did you know to do that?
When I went to get them fitted.
So you have to go get fit for clubs.
Yeah, they tell you, they watch you swing, and they're professionals, and they will get the right clubs for your golf game. So getting fitted is absolutely essential. Yeah,
so a couple different ways you can go about this. If you've been given a specific list, a specific spec, a specific everything, go ahead and buy it. It's great. Take that directly to your local club store. So that could be a local shop like a pro shop. It could be your golfer's guy that teaches him lessons. It could also be as simple as going to Golf Galaxy, Roger Dunn or PGA Superstore, handing them that, and then they either have to custom order it or they've got it on the shelf for you to buy. What I want to avoid is you buying the club, because a lot of times the return policies and stuff are a little wonky. You buy the club, they're really excited about it, they hit it, don't have the heart to tell you it's the wrong club, and they play with it and they're more miserable because of it. And if you don't know what any of this means, it's a good sign that you probably shouldn't be buying that club that you want to buy. So if you want to buy a club, take a picture of the club, print off a picture. In fact, we'll put a link to a picture that you can print and then stuff that envelope with $100 bills.
$100 bills.
$100 bills. That's important because clubs are expensive. They are.
And so many different retailers have so many different options. Trying to, if you get a gift card to just one retailer, you're really narrowing their options. So believe it or not, cash is king when it comes to buying clubs.
And nobody really likes to give cash because it kind of feels a little impersonal and like I didn't think or whatever. But if you communicate it like, hey, I wanted to make sure I got you the right thing, so that's why I gave you cash, and I'm gonna go with you to get fit and help you and all that stuff. Like, that's how you make that gift personal. I know for certain that if somebody gave me $700 cash, a picture of a golf club, and said, I wanted to get you something, but didn't know what to do, so here you go, I would be thrilled.
Big smile.
Big smile. So if that's what you want to do, that's great. Another option would be to pay for them to get fit. You can go to a lot of different places and start at your local pro shop, but you can work your way to, there are specific places in each city or state or what have you that actually fit clubs professionally. So those would be your golf techs. I get my clubs fitted at Club Champion. I've done that before. I've since transitioned into getting them fit at my club personally, so that would be where I would start if I were you. But if you know that there's a Club Champion near you, a lot of times they have everything, and then they can point your golfer in the right direction.
I went to Golf Galaxy, so if you're in that, not even really the lower end, but if you don't have access to a country club or you don't have access to a golf tech, Golf Galaxy is a good choice. Yeah,
they do a good job. It's going to be dependent on what fitter you get, but for the most part, they're going to get you 90% of the way there. Remember the Mercedes versus Ford kind of thing, and you want to fall somewhere in the middle with a Lexus. Golf Galaxy is definitely going to be the Lexus.
And your golfer will, if they know where they want to go, problem solved.
Make sure you have a Golf Galaxy near you. Don't just go out and buy a gift card for them if you don't.
Don't buy gift cards.
Well,
not for golf clubs.
Yeah, not for golf clubs. In my opinion, if you're just, you know your husband goes to PGA Superstore all the time, and
that's different.
Gift card's fine. But for fitting purposes, definitely do some research. Best option I think would be a Club Champion. Google that and see if there's one close to you. There should be. If there's not, then kind of get creative from there and look at your local shop or whatever. But definitely, with clubs, better be cautious than to just buy something and then have to figure it out.
And I'll toss this out there too. If anybody's watching this, if you have specific questions or recommendations or want some clarification on a gift, drop us a message. We'd be more than happy to help and give you our advice.
Throw a comment in there or message us on Instagram. I'm at Jake Scott Keys. He's at Alan is Next on Instagram. That's the best way to get a hold of us if you want a more direct route. Maybe your husband watches us and you don't want him to see that you commented. Message that. And we'll definitely be able to help you.
We'd love to help, actually.
Ultimately, if you just have the opinion that damn us and we're going to buy a club anyway and I'm going to do this.
Power to you.
There's one right option.
Always.
One. Walk into your local golf shop or your Golf Galaxy or your PGA Superstore or what have you. Go to the putter section and pick out a putter that has the words Scotty Cameron on it.
Any putter that says Scotty Cameron.
Doesn't matter which one, doesn't matter how much, it's going to be expensive, mind you, but you cannot go wrong with the Scotty Cameron putter. It is the ultimate gift, and it is going to probably make anybody do laps that receives one. So if you want to buy a club, heed our advice and don't buy like an actual club that they're going to swing. Putters are a little bit easier to do, and Scotty Cameron's definitely going to be the one there. Couple more ideas. If you want to go big and do the golf simulator for your spouse, or you have a space and you're talking about it and you want to get them started in the right direction, check out that Carl's Place sale that we mentioned in the beginning. Links are in the description to everything Carl's Place. The other option you could do is buying them an actual simulator unit. There's a lot of them out there. I'll link to our video where we talk about the pros and cons and which one we ultimately decided with. I'll link that up there, but that's also an option. You're just going to want to make sure that that's the direction that they're going in. The other cool thing about those simulator units like the Bushnell that we have is you can actually take it to the range with you. You can use it to track your yardages out on the course and everything like that. It doesn't just have to be used indoors, but it's an awful expensive gift if they're not going to use it for that purpose as well. So just something to think about there as a couple of additional like higher end options. The ultimate nuclear option. You want to hit the best hole-in-one, you want to get the best gift you've ever received as a golfer, would be tickets to the Masters. If you can somehow swing that.
Oh man.
If I got tickets to the Masters, I would cry. I would cry.
And anything that you want for Christmas, you are going to get.
You're going to get, or anything that you just want to buy for the next 10 years.
You're going to get.
The Masters is such a cool opportunity. We enter the lottery every year. And every year we've gotten the email that says, thank you for entering the lottery, but you're not selected.
No.
The year that we actually get selected, it's gonna be special. And I have a special part of my brain saved for the memories that I'm gonna wanna soak up at that opportunity. But you can go out and buy Masters tickets on the secondary market, places like StubHub, or there's also hospitality groups that have specific offerings where they'll hook you up with hotel and stuff like that. I'll do a little bit of research and link one in the description below if that's the option you want to do. And if you do go to the Masters, think of us. Think of your friends at WSBG that hooked you up with that idea.
We'll be so jealous.
And send us a poster or a hat, or just just think of us while you're there. It's a sacred place that I cannot wait to go. But that would be the ultimate.
Or a new complete in-home simulator setup. That'd
Exactly.
be very ultimate as well.
That's a great one.
And you can watch our opening videos and we can teach them how to build it.
Teach how to build it.
Yeah.
Couple of ones rattle off the top of my head too. Round of Golf.
Always.
Easy one if you know the courses that they play locally. If you don't, Golf Now probably sells gift certificates and they can get tee times at most of the courses in their area on there. That's a good option. As well as, just ultimately maybe not even buying something golf related at all. If all of this is intimidating, they like golf but aren't really sure what golf, stuff to buy.
Message us.
Yeah, message us and we'll help you.
Yeah, if we haven't covered something or you have a question that we haven't covered,
yeah,
really please message us.
But I think the bigger thing though is if they're like maybe not as into golf as we are, or you're unsure that they're like, it might be a sign to just not do something golf related at all. And maybe, hey, I wanted to get you something golf related, but I didn't know. But ultimately, I think we've given you enough here in this video that you're going to be able to make a decision and buy something.
I think so.
Everything from your golf towel all the way up to tickets to the Masters and everything in between. It's been a solid, I think, offering for you. As always, reminder, links are in the description below for all of the things we've discussed today. And ultimately, we hope that you have the best Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And the most wonderful happy holidays. Whatever holiday you celebrate, we celebrate Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Whatever your tradition is, the most important part is that you're spending it with your loved ones, your family, your community, celebrating the things that make life great, which golf is a huge part of our lives, but ultimately it's the family stuff that is the most important. So spend lots of time with your family, give them all hugs, play board games, do all of the fun stuff, eat good food. And as always, whether you're doing that or you're playing golf on the simulator or whatever, make sure that you keep them straight.